Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks commentary for Thursday, October the 26th. In a few hours, the Vancouver Canucks will kick off a 5-game homestand, their second homestand of the year, as they host Alex Ovechkin and the Washington Capitals. And the Canucks have done well against Washington in the last few years, at least in games here in Vancouver. I think they've gone something like 7-2-1 over the past 10, so it looks to be another entertaining and competitive matchup. Of course, I'm excited to see Alex Ovechkin, Nick Backstrom, Braden Holtby, and the whole cast of stars that the Capitals bring. And of course, I'm excited to see the Canucks, to see them hopefully build on their wonderful road trip that saw them take 4 out of 5 possible games, 8 out of a possible 10 points. Anders Nilsson will be making the start today, looking to build on his 1-0 win, his shutout win over Minnesota. I gave him an A- in my last video when I kind of ranked all the Canucks new players. And thank you, by the way, for your great feedback on that video. And yes, I'm excited to see Nilsson continue to play. He's only played 3 games, as we know, but 2 of them have been shutouts. And it'll be nice to see him follow up with another strong performance and maybe not only be a viable backup option to Jacob Markstrom, but even challenge Markstrom for the number 1 position within a few weeks. No other lineup changes as far as I know, so that's what I'm looking forward to tonight. I'm looking forward to the Canucks starting off a good homestand in a good way. You'll remember the first homestand of the season, it was the all-Canadian homestand that saw them beat Edmonton in their season opener, lose to Ottawa in a shootout, then lose to Winnipeg and Calgary in regulation. So they only got 3 out of a possible 8 points, so obviously they need to do better than that, and their successful road trip got them into a much better place in the standings. Sorry, big bus going by. Washington comes in with 9 points in 9 games with a 4-4-1 record. Very similarly, the Canucks are at 5-3-1 in 9 games for 11 points in those 9 games. And one other quick story, I'll be bringing my lovely wife Gail. I don't know why I stuttered there. I'm bringing my lovely wife Gail to the game with me tonight. So I'll probably be tweeting less than usual, that whole quality time thing. And I want to share with you a really funny story actually, and maybe some of you can relate it, especially if you're lucky to get out to some games. And basically, before I go to these games, usually the day before or a couple days before, there'll always be a discussion/argument about who's blessed to be able to go to the game with me. And then it's always between my eldest son Sean and my lovely wife Gail. And my son Sean, he knows a lot about the Canucks. He knows a lot about sports. He knows a lot about hockey. He's met Bo Horvat. He knows all the players, all the line combos, all that kind of stuff. So he'll basically say to Gail, I should go to the game with Dad, because I know a lot about the Canucks. And then Gail will say, no, I should go to the game because, I'm his wife. And then Sean will say, Mom, you don't even know who we're playing. You don't know anyone on the other team. And you can't even name half of our players on the Canucks. And then Gail will say to him, yeah, but I cook for you, I feed you, I clothe you, and you live in my house. And that basically shuts down the entire argument. So needless to say, I take Gail to more games than I take Sean. I think that goes without saying. So, Canucks fans, what are you looking forward to about tonight's game? Do you think the Canucks are going to prevail? Do you think they're going to build on with a 4th straight win now by beating the Washington Capitals? And what do you expect from Ovechkin, from Backstrom, from Holtby, and from our opposing team today? And also, do you have any funny ticket stories, funny game stories? How do you determine, if you go to games, how do you determine who gets to go with you? Is it simply the person who's going to pay for the ticket? Or what kind of criteria do you use when choosing to bring someone to a game? I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, I invite you to do so now. And I'm going to try and get some footage from tonight's game and hopefully include it in tomorrow's commentary, but we'll see what happens. All right. I hope the Canucks win. Hope the Canucks build on their modest winning streak. And I hope you guys have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.